We're here today to talk about Chardonnay on Chardonnay Day. So Chardonnay is a very versatile grape. It's kind of like a blank canvas for winemakers. Chardonnay grows all over the world. Most famously, it's probably known in Burgundy, where the white Burgundy is made from Chardonnay. And it can range in styles from a Chablis, which has very bright linear acidity, to a more ripe style from California, which is like dripping pineapple. It can be oaked, it can be unoaked. I'll tell you a little bit about how we get to some of the different expressions that Chardonnay can hold. So a few decisions that a winemaker makes when they're making a Chardonnay. The first one is when to harvest. How ripe the grapes are going to be, how much acidity there is, how much sugar there is in the grapes. The second choice that's made is what to ferment the wine in. So if you ferment the wine in a barrel, it'll typically give a little bit less expression of oak than it would if you're fully maturing a wine in a barrel, or whether to use a stainless steel tank. A stainless steel tank imparts no flavor to the wine at all, so it'll keep the wine tasting very fresh and fruit forward. Another option is actually concrete. And so one of the benefits of using a concrete egg is that there's no dead points in the egg. They're usually egg shaped. And so then that just keeps the wine fermenting and turning inside that vessel. The next decision that a winemaker has to make in fermentation is whether to put the wine through malolactic fermentation or not. Malolactic fermentation is the conversion of malic acid into lactic acid. And so malic acid is very tart, sour, and lactic acid is a lot softer. So if you get a buttery Chardonnay, very likely that it's gone through a malolactic fermentation. The next question is how they want to mature the wine, whether they want to mature it in an oak cask for a period of time. And so maturing something in an oak cask, a Chardonnay in an oak cask, it will deepen the color a little bit. It will also bring in some complexity of flavor. So it'll give flavors of vanilla, sometimes a little bit of nuttiness, and it deepens the color through a slow oxidation because wood is of course porous and allows oxygen in. And then we bottle the wine and of course enjoy it. So the wine I'm suggesting to enjoy today is Giant Steps Sexton Vineyard Chardonnay. And so this one comes from Yarra Valley in Australia. And Yarra Valley is one of the more cool regions. It's coastal, so it gets a lot of ocean breezes, which cool the vineyards. So this is a lot more, I guess I could say it's new world with an old world flair. It doesn't go through malolactic fermentation, so it still has a bright acidity, so you're not gonna get as many dairy notes with this wine, so it's not so much buttery. And to balance the abundance of flavor in this wine, it's matured for 10 months in French oak barrels, a combination of new and used. This is one of my preferences these days. I'm actually loving most things that Giant Steps makes. We've got some of their Chardonnays and their Pinot Noirs. If you need a suggestion for what to drink for Chardonnay Day, feel free to pop in the store, chat on the website, or give us a call, and we're happy to recommend some Chardonnays. If you want to try the Giant Steps Sexton Vineyard Chardonnay, this one is $55.95 in the store or on the website. Hope to see you soon. Cheers.